Hello students, welcome to Semstar Online Learning. Today we'll take up another important poem in your Flamingo book, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Elementary is the basic, and as the title says, it is a basic school classroom which is located in a slum area. Slum, as you all know, it is a place where very poor, miserable, deprived people live. They are devoid of basic amenities of life and they live in a very poor and miserable condition. So, here in this poem, we will see about the children who have come to study in an elementary school classroom. Poet Stephen Spender, he was born in 1909 in England, was an English poet, essayist and a socialist. A socialist in the sense that here in this poem he has talked about the deprived and miserable condition of these children of the slum area. The poet has spoken in favor of these children. He has raised his voice and evokes the feeling of humanity for these people, for these children whom nobody seems to care about. He wants their life to be changed. He wants them to have a healthier, hygienic, and a hope for a better future. This is a very heart-touching poem where the poet brings out the plight of poor children, the unfortunate condition of their living, how miserably they live in this slum, and nobody wants to do anything about them. So this poem talks about the social injustice and class inequality. Injustice which is prevailing in the society when these people are not given their right to live, and class inequality when we can see the disparity of class, the indifferent attitude of the people. And here also the poet has brought two kinds of world. One is the world of rich and the civilized class, and the other is the world of these people, these slum dwellers who live in cramped holes in a very unhygienic condition. And the gap between these two worlds is very wide. But poet, through this poem, has tried to bridge this gap. It is a lyrical poem, children, and this poem is a part of The God That Failed, which was written in 1949. Let us recite the first stanza. Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor, the tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper-seeming boy with rat's eyes, the stunted, unlucky heir of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lesson from his desk. At back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, His eyes live in a dream of squirrel's game in the tree room. Other than this. Before we begin with the explanation, let us first know the meaning of some words for your better understanding. Gusty here means very strong winds. Rootless, without roots. Weeds are unwanted plants. Pallor means pale or withered. Paper seeming, extremely thin like paper. Stunted here means prevented from growing or deformed. Heir, H-E-I-R, heir is someone who inherits or the successor. Then we have gnarled disease. Gnarled is a disease of twisted bones. And unnoted is unnoticed.